World's largest agriculture economies, America, Brazil, Canada, Argentina, China, and Australia, have adopted genetic technology for over 25 years. Their productivity has doubled 100%. For example, today, the maize productivity in America is 11,000 kilos, whereas in India, it is just about 5,500, 6,000 kilos. If you take cotton, the productivity in China is 2,000 kilos per hectare, whereas in India, it has stalled at 457 for the last 20 years, ever since 2004. Why? Because these countries went about adopting new genetic technologies over this last 25 years. And interestingly, across the world, everybody is eating genetic food, including Indians. Look at Americans, everybody is eating. And what about in America or non-resident Indians? 4.57 million Indians have been eating genetic food for last 25 years. And there is no health problem. And from our own country, students go there, our ministers, prime ministers go there, our businessmen go there, and tourists go there. They all eat genetic food. And no problem has come. And our own government of India has been importing genetic food for the last 15 years. We are importing genetic edible oil from Brazil, Argentina, Canada, America. And we are importing poultry feed. And every one of us eating chicken and eggs. Nothing has happened. Then why is that people are afraid of genetic technology? The Supreme Court, unfortunately, without knowing understanding the farmers' problems or agriculture technologies, has come in the way of adopting genetic technology. On April 15th, 16th, the case is coming up before a 3-bed bench. It is that as a farmers activist, all the time trying to tell the Supreme Court is very simple. Sir, we have been adopting technologies from across the world. To look at our medical technologies, we are getting it from Switzerland, Japan. We get our electronics from across the world. We get our best defense equipment from Russia, America, and everywhere. How is that Supreme Court has come in the way of questioning agriculture technologies? What is your understanding of agriculture technology? But yes, it has happened. Not one day. Since 2007, the Supreme Court has stalled implementation of genetic technology access to the Indian farmers. Now, what is the situation? Do you know that in India, the productivity has stalled in the last 30 years? Our cotton has remained at 446 kilos for last 20 years. Our maize has stalled at 6,000 kilos. Our soya is stalled at 2,300 kilos. And our edible oils are stalled at 1,300 kilos. But whereas if you take Canada, the edible oil productivity is 2,600 kilos. You take maize, whether Brazil or Argentina or America, it is 10 to 12,000 kilos. And then if you take soya, it is huge. How is that the governments, the political parties over a period of last 25 years have neglected farmers? Now the D-Day has come. The Supreme Court is to hear the case. Now we don't know what happens. But let me tell not only the Supreme Court judges, but the entire Indian administration and others, the Indian farm sector is in serious distress. You know, in the last 25 years, you have been giving free water, free electricity, fertilizer at concessional rate, credit at low interest credit rate, and every 2-3 years, loan waivers and cash. But even then, still farmers are begging you every day across the country. There is not one single farmer out of 150 families happy with the present state and central government policies on agriculture. Now finally it has landed before the lap of the Honorable Supreme Court. I don't know what Supreme Court is going to do. But let me tell the people of this nation that if this case goes against introduction of genetic technology, this country is doomed forever. Your productivity will not go up. The pests and diseases will continue. Your fertilizer usage or pesticide usage will go up. And you go on complaining about various diseases and problems. And the productivity has stalled. And whatever the concessions, subsidies, loan waivers by the central or state government is giving, will be of no use, because farmers' distress is because fundamentally it is because of lack of technologies. What is your Indian agriculture technology access? What is in fact, what is the research capabilities of India? Is all, to be very honest and frank enough, it is a copycat economy or so-called industry or scientists. Our Indian ICR budget is 10,000 crores. The Monsanto budget is 75,000 crores. And because they are doing it, what is wrong in private sector? This government, right from last 30 years, you have been allowing medical in private sector, schools in private sector, industry in private sector, defense in private sector. But what's your problem in allowing agriculture in private sector? It's going to be either doomsday or farmers will be liberated personally. I am Chengal Reddy, a farmers activist. I have been working for quite some time. The conduct of political parties in this country is highly, very undesirable. You have not paid any attention to farmers' issues, be it UP or NDA. In 2006, Swaminathan committee report come and you never bothered Congress party. And Mr. Modi and BJP government is there for last 11 years and you didn't care for the farmers. All that you say is throw some biscuits like to go throwing to the dogs. We are not beggars. We are annadatas. But then the policies, consistent policies of whether UPA, NDA or state governments, you have failed farmers miserably. Now, but then today, this issue of 15th April and 16th April, the court hearing, the court will be deciding. I only hope the better sense will prevail with the Supreme Court judges and they will approve their access to the technologies.